Hello there everybody, I'm Mr. GamePie and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Riders. Today we're going to be doing the last of Jet's missions, and in doing so, the last of the missions in mission mode. So, last time we did Extra 1 and 2, and now we're going to do Extra 2 and 3 and 4. Now, Extra 1 and 2 took the missions found in the Mission 5, each Mission 5 of Wave's missions, and put it in the hero counterpart of the stage. So the 5th mission of Night Chase became, it was the same challenge, but in Metal City. Now we've got the reverse. We've got the Mission 5 challenges of Storm's missions in the Babylon versions of the tracks. So, in Metal City Mission 5, you had to chase down a car and punch it, and now here, you have to do the same thing in Night Chase instead, since it's the Babylon counterpart. Now, what one might remember is that in each of Storm's missions, it was always to get a treasure, which we have collected all of now, and we can access the legendary gear. The same concept applies here. In each level, there's going to be the treasure icon to collect, just as there were back in Storm's missions. And if somehow you missed some of the treasures in Storm's missions, like, let's say you did a Tails level, and you're flying through the raids, but then you ended up flying the wrong way, you missed the treasure icon, and you completed the mission, but you didn't actually get the treasure that was associated with it. Well, by completing these missions, by the end of it, you'll have every treasure in the game. At least that's how I've experienced it. Because in my practice run, I missed 2 treasures somehow, and by the time that I was done with this, I had them all. So, that was good. Basically, this is a chance to redeem yourself if you messed up the first time around. But, yeah, basically, I always considered the treasure missions to generally be the most interesting missions in the game. And we're going back to that now, with a lot of really cool stuff, like how we were rail grinding through the waterfall again, except this time it was a different waterfall and it was a different rail grinding segment. Also, once again, there are quite a few outtakes on this mission, because, I mean, you know, just sometimes you end up dropping off the rail instead of jumping off of it. And that one, I couldn't even see the gap there. I was so focused on the fact that the treasure icon had appeared on screen, I didn't actually see the fact that there was a gap in the rail. So that was pretty bad. Fortunately, it's nowhere near as difficult as the original one. Alright, so now here we have Ice Factory, and of course, Mission 5 of Egg Factory was to chase down a robot and punch it. So now we have to chase down and punch a robot in Ice Factory. And I mean, it's a pretty easy mission. Not much going on there. I actually get a gold rank first try. In fact, as a whole, I feel like I did pretty well on most of these missions. Although there are a couple select few missions that you'll see that I have some issues with as we go on. But yeah, as you can see, as long as you beat it around that area, I believe that that's a gold rank. And now we just go through the stage. Because, you know, that's what you do in mission mode. You go through the stage again, and again, and again. I'm trying to go through the power pathway because, I mean, that's the cool way to play the stage. Get it? Because it's a nice stage, so it's the cool way. Okay, no. No. That's not... It's not funny, actually. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Who knows? Not me. It's a subjective matter. But what's not a subjective matter is the fact that I got a gold rank on that level. That is, in fact, an objective matter, meaning that it is a fact, rather than an opinion. Anyway, now we've got, like, the redone version of the best mission in the game, which in turn makes it probably, like, the best mission of the game again. And that's appreciated. I like playing the best mission of the game again. Even if it's technically not the same mission, it's just the same challenge in a slightly altered level. But I mean, every reason why I love the Green Forest treasure mission is here. It's all the same stuff. You've got lots of flight rings, practically taking you through the entire stage, particularly taking you through the centipede nest. I mean, it's great. I love this. I mean, this mission does take a long time to play, kind of, and so it can be a little bit annoying if you keep messing it up near the end, which it is possible to do. But I mean, as a whole, even if I have to redo it a ton of times, which I usually do, I still always find it to be an enjoyable experience. And I don't think that that's something that I can say about a lot of the missions in the game. So I feel like with this one, they really succeeded. And now we see all the outtakes. Like me just not getting the jump correctly. And me diving too far down. And me diving too far down again. And me losing altitude. And then, you know, there's some other stuff too, like just flying straight over the ring, you know, that's always good. Oh, and then there's this. Tails goes off into space! But yeah, of course, Mission 5 is always going to be something new. And in this case, it's another junk collecting mission against Jet. And this time we're on Night Chase, which is where they had their original confrontation back in story mode. So I feel like that's an appropriate place to have this kind of mission in it. Yeah, it's a good time, except not really because this mission actually gave me a lot of trouble. You're gonna see so many ridiculous outtakes. Basically, the problem is that there are cars. And the cars are jerks. There's also not a lot of place to gain air, and there isn't a whole lot of rings to collect to like level up so you refill your air a lot. So that's kind of annoying. You know, like, see, there's an air capsule right there, but a car always seems to hit me whenever I try to get it. And that results in me bouncing upward, which results in me not getting it. And that's annoying. Also, it seems like the upper pathway has been blocked off for some reason in this mission. I don't know why. I don't know why they do that. But they did! And now it's time for the most ridiculous outtakes ever. There's this, where I quickly realize that the junk is on the other side, and that's bad. And then there's this, where he starts out ahead of me, and it's like, nope, not doing that. Oh, and then there's this. Cars, guys. You know, so, you know, I get all slowed down, then I boost, and nope, there's a car still. It didn't turn. And I boost again, and then I have, like, no air, and I'm like, nope, that's not happening. And then there's this, how he gets out in front of me and just grabs the first junk. That's not good. That's not an appropriate thing to happen. Oh, and then there's this. I start running out of air around here. And so, you know, I run to the car, but I don't want to boost because that would be bad. But I keep going. I keep trying. Ideally to grab this trick, but then I realize, wait, no, because I grabbed the trick, I missed the junk. Oh, and then there's this. So I missed the junk. I turn around, do the brakes, grab that junk, and then, you know, let's just finish the stage. It shouldn't be that hard, right? I mean, after all, I've got all the junk. It's not like there's anything else that I need to worry about. Except for the time limit. Because that's a thing. Oh, and then there's this. Let's have a montage of all the times that I ran into the thing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that happened a lot. After all those times of Jet getting out ahead of me at the very beginning and grabbing the first junk, I sort of got to the point where I was really trying to get out ahead first. That said, they didn't all happen in a row, I just edited that way. They actually sort of were dispersed throughout the different failures. But yeah, here we have another mission where we have to knock down, like, 7 breakable objects in a row. And we have the high booster to do it. Fortunately, this one isn't actually that hard. I mean, we got a ton of bombs here, but they're actually more helpful than hurtful because they actually show you where you need to go. And then, yeah, I got it. And that's the gold rank right there. I guess if you're trying to do the other ones, it's not that easy. I mean, the second one was easy enough. That's not too bad. Though the third one, from what I remember, is pretty tough, actually. And it's actually very close to the end. It's perpendicular to the power pathway. Oh no, actually that's really easy. What the hamster was I thinking about? Probably another mission. But yeah, I mean, that was a pretty easy mission right there. Except for this part where I try to go through the bombs, and I realize what's going on, and then I completely miss everything, and it's terrible. Alright, so then we go on to another grinding mission. And this time it's Sky Road, and I don't really like Sky Road, but this mission is pretty easy. Unfortunately, I don't feel like it's as good as the Babylon Garden mission, because the Babylon Garden mission had that really cool extra ramp out to the side, where if you get it, you not only get the gold rank, but you also get the treasure. And this mission doesn't really have anything like that, although it does have some interesting rail, I don't know, designs, I guess you could say. Like right up here, we've got these nice little 90-degree angles going on. I like this. And of course, the treasure. Can't forget about grabbing that. Oh yeah, and then there's this part. This is a little bit interesting, where it drops you right off onto a ramp where you have to grab the next rail immediately. That's a nice little thing to do. And then the last rail sends you directly into the control stick spinning area. You know, Mario Party 1, Nintendo got sued for Mario Party 1 because of their control stick spinning minigames. This game has control stick spinning. I wonder how that worked out for them. Probably not too badly, because I haven't heard anything about that. And it doesn't seem like you actually have to spin the control stick that much to actually benefit about as much as you possibly could. Anyway, this is the power one, where you're breaking the statues that I was thinking of that's actually fairly difficult. It's still not that difficult, though. Actually, no, this isn't difficult at all. What am I talking about? This is super easy. Because it's the Babylon Guardian stage. The Babylon Guardian stage is like, everything's easy in the Babylon Guardian stage. I mean, I guess some of the other ones are a little bit harder, like the first set of gargoyles is really easy to take down, but the rest of the gargoyles tend to take a little bit more precision. Except that last set. That last set is actually really simple. I just sort of messed it up because reasons. And yeah, that's the gold rank. Really simple. Of course, I can still mess it up. Alright. And then I believe the last thing is Sega Carnival Air Ride. Oh yeah. This is a good one. Once again, just for some reason, the treasure missions are the best missions in the game. And maybe that's why I didn't like Wave's missions that much, because Wave didn't get any treasure missions. And the missions that she got in return were okay, like the air tank missions. Alright, like the ring missions. And then there's the missions where you fight her, which aren't that good. But then, in Storm's Mission 5 missions, it's always some sort of thing to do with your character's abilities. Flying through a ton of the flight rings. Going on some ridiculous grind rails as Sonic. And then Knuckles has some missions that I really don't care about that much. And I mean, Wave's counterparts for those missions, I feel just pale in comparison. Maybe that's just me, but personally, I like the ability missions that really go to the extreme. And while Wave also has missions that involve you using your character's ability, they never quite go to the extreme as the treasure missions do. And then, for the final mission of the game, we have to play as Sonic and then race against all 3 Babylon rogues. And Jet is going extra fast in this mission. I believe he might actually have the fastest. Or maybe it's just his stats being ridiculous, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, this race, it can be pretty tough. You have to be pretty good at the game to get through it, especially with the gold ring. But I mean, other than that, it's pretty much a standard race. I mean, they set out a bunch of bombs and blockades on the stage to make it a little bit more difficult, and there are no ability pathways. There are also very few rings. Not exactly no rings, but you're not really going to be getting a level up at any point. But there are air capsules on the stage, so that's good. It's also on Sky Road, which, well, yeah, I don't really like Sky Road. But still, regardless of that, I got a gold rank on it. Without any problems, actually. I remember my first time playing the game, I had a lot of issues with that stage. But yeah, now we've unlocked 3 new characters. Ai from Monkey Ball, Knights from Knights, and Ulala from Radio Channel 5. We've got new rides in the shop, and we have completed every single mission. Getting a gold rank on every single mission gives you Supersonic. This is not something I've ever done before. But now that we've got a bunch of the black junk, we can fix the legend, leaving the Turbo Star as the only ride that we can't actually fix right now. Anyway, so let's talk about the rest of the series, because I'm basically done at this point. There are a lot of rides in the game, and a lot of characters with different stats. I'm going to be showing off all that stuff in the next episode. And from there, you know, send me messages if you want to see certain characters or rides demonstrated on certain stages or cups. And yeah, until next time, I've been Mr. GamePie. See ya!